The Holy Quran says that Iblis, the devil, Shaitan, is going to come at us through our straight path to get us. I did a video on it already that's unreleased. It's going to release after this one here. But I did it from a different perspective. But let's look at another straight path in this one. What's more of a straight path than your woman? What's more of a straight path than your mother? What's more of a straight path than your daughter? If Shaitan can get to them, he has basically destroyed all of us. So as men, as alphas, your job and duty is to rise up above that. Rise above your emotions, rise above your feelings, and get out here and restructure our so-called community. Rebuild it. And if you can't reconfigure the women that's there, you bring in new women. Before I get into this topic, let me address the brothers that came on my channel suggesting that I be unapologetic when talking about black women, that I should just say what I gotta say. Let me address you brothers before I get into the topic. First of all, I wasn't apologizing for everything. My attitude is never apologetic. You're not looking at a soft dude, y'all looking at me. You're not seeing a poser. I'm not a faker. You see the bullet holes in my arm. You have no idea what I've been through, where I've been, what I've done, what I've seen, anything. I am a real man. I say what I say and I mean what I say. That said, I have a daughter who is black that I care about. She has a daughter and two of my sons have daughters. So I have 4 granddaughters in total. I have a mom that I care about, that I would give my life for in a second. I have a little sis that I would give my life for in a second. I'm saying all this to say this here. I don't have a problem with black women, and I need it to be known that I don't have a problem with black women. I need them to understand that I'm going to be critical, but I'm not being critical from a bad place. The things I say don't come from a place of hatred. And that's what I want my sisters to understand. But at the same time, you as a black man have to stand up and get out of this place of hatred and become a man. Stop gravitating towards anger, expressing your bitterness towards these women, and look at what's going on around you. Somebody has to stand up and take it over. You know, the Honorable Elijah Muhammad said that a nation can rise no higher than the condition of its woman. And that quote of supreme wisdom has been reused and rehashed and mixed up and jumbled up by many over the time. But the original quote says a lot if you understand it. That a nation can rise no higher than the condition of its woman. That means when the women have been reduced all the way down to basically nothingness, to an animalistic type of characteristics, the only thing that they're going to reproduce out of that state of being is more of the same. In those same teachings, they explain how to create a Jesus, right? They say to create a Jesus, you must first have a Mary, which means you need a woman of virtues. And through that woman, you will create a generation of gods, right? But if that woman has been reduced, if her condition is now animalistic, bestial, then the only thing she's going to reproduce is more of the same. One of the reasons why this society, the legal system, the family court system was designed in a way to take the father's power out of the decisions when it comes to the children is because they understand as that woman is, so shall the next generation be. They understand it because they created the conditions that reduced our women to the state that they're in. This was not done by mistake. And we could keep blaming them as if it hasn't affected us also, because we have been reduced to almost animalistic states also. But to blame them is the easy thing to do. It's not really their fault. They are victims of a certain psychological operation that took place against our people, a sort of COINTELPRO that was designed to target black women specifically, with the understanding that if we get to her, we automatically destroy them all. And they use feminism as the vehicle, womanism, the sisterhood as the vehicle to insert into black women, to get them wanting to be part of the greater society, because for some strange reason, we all have this weird desire to be accepted by the mainstream. I don't understand it. I'm talking black men and black women alike. Too many of us desire to be like or liked by white folks. I've been saying this for the longest. And because of our desire to be a part of the mainstream society, they understood that they had a window that they can tap into to get to all of us by simply giving black women the appearance of joining the mainstream through feminism, through womanism, through education, through social economics. Give her the appearance of joining the mainstream, and she'll sell out the whole crowd. And that's basically what we've done. And the black men have been no better. The black men have been no better. It's just that the black men are not the first teachers of the next generation. That's what makes the woman so important, and that's why the Honorable Elijah Muhammad said that a nation can rise no higher than the condition of its woman. That's why that is supreme wisdom, because the men are not the teachers of the next generation. The women are. So as she is, the future shall be. Right? Okay. So I need you brothers to understand that my message is really more about you standing up and taking over, so that you can either recondition the females in your so-called community or replace them. Ooh, I know y'all hate that. What do you mean, Brother Kush, by replace them? Replace mean replace, but I mean, look it up. Replace means replace. If you can't rein them in so that they can be reconditioned, if they don't have enough respect for you to listen to you about the smallest things, like not wearing that weave, that bird's nest on their head, like not putting all those cheesy tattoos, all these cheesy improvisational tattoos all over their body, like not wearing those gigantic bird wing butterfly eyelashes on their face. If they won't listen to you about the smallest things, they are not about to let you restructure our community through them. You don't have enough influence on those women to reconfigure the so-called black community. So here's your only option. You gotta replace them. Oh, you advocating for interracial dating? Man, call it what you want. I'm telling you, you need to learn genetics and biology. We only reproduce ourselves as black men. Understand that. Y'all got this messed up belief, and I don't know what y'all look at, I don't know where y'all live, like black people only look one way. Like they blue black with nappy hair. That is not the only way we come. Having curlier hair doesn't make you mixed. There are a lot of blacks with 8 and 7 ether hair. So let's just stop that. So here we got several stories that hit the news in the last few days, right, concerning black women and their treatment of their children and the raising of their children. I mean, the proof is there, people. They don't care about these kids. A lot of time these women are having kids for dudes that they didn't really want to have kids with, or maybe they did, you know what I'm saying, want to have a child. Maybe, I mean, I don't know how this is happening. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if they get buyer's remorse after the fact because they want to have this dude kid, but that dude never wanted to have a kid with her. And we blame the man for not being the kid's life, but he never wanted to have a kid with that woman. More than, I mean, and we can say, well, he need to wear a condom or, you know, but that goes both ways. I know if you want to argue any particular point, you're going to have an argument. I ain't trying to go there with you. I ain't trying to go there with you. The point is, the product of that is a child that is unwanted by at least the man, and secondly, by the mother who's actually raising the child. So now you got a problem, because if the child is unwanted by the absent father, that's one thing. But if the child is unwanted, is unloved, uncared for by the mother, by its mother, now you have a problem. And here are stories. This woman had her child out there at a Walmart in freezing weather in only a diaper. That's it. She gets arrested. Then you got these other two black women sitting inside of a casino gambling while one of the little bad bastard children beats another one to deletion. They got arrested. You got other stories of this other sister sitting inside of somewhere, I think gambling also, while her child freezes to death in the car. I mean, this is madness, people. This is insanity. There was a time when the mothers wouldn't even take their eyes off of their babies, let alone leave them to go gamble or something else. This is a prime example that they have no motherly ties to these children. I mean, the proof is there. But again, I'm not here to rag on them. I'm gonna show you this small clip of how this black mom has raised these little girls. And this is why the video is entitled From Mean Girls to Bad Bitches. I want you to see this here. Then I'm gonna come and give a short commentary, then I'm gonna talk to you brothers. Let's roll. Why would you raise your little girls to be that way? To be bullies, to be mean girls. This is completely uncharacteristic of black people that I grew up with. I grew up in a black community, and that type of activity is foreign to me. I don't know you people anymore. Whatever y'all are not what we were when I was coming up. That's why I tell y'all this thing about the black community is a myth. It doesn't exist. It hasn't existed for probably 10, 15, maybe even 20 years. It doesn't exist. It is gone. It has been destroyed. And it wasn't destroyed because of Pookie and Ray Ray and Shaniquas and all that. It was destroyed because too many of us have this strange desire to be accepted into the mainstream society. There's a brother that have a channel, I think it's called Defiant Attorneys, right? He literally just did a video talking about the cost of wanting to be white. In fact, I might link it here, I might link it separately, but I'm gonna link it because I want y'all to see it. Anyway, my point is, you see the clips, you see the data, you see what's going on. I know the women can say, well, what about all these dudes that do all this stuff? The dudes are doing it. Yes, the dudes are. And a lot of these dudes, if you trace it back, they were raised by single moms. Look it up. It is a proven fact that black children that have a father around, they just are raised differently. They come out differently. They act differently. So here's the thing. The men gotta stand up and take control of this situation. Because the only way to destroy us is through the woman, because we the gods. The only way to kill God is through his woman. The only way to get to him is through the woman. The only way to cripple him is through the woman. And they've gotten to her. Let me say this also. If you can't see that they are down, my brothers, there's no need to kick them. If you can't see that they are down, I don't know what to tell you. They are down. Any culture of women that almost all of them would break the bank to go buy hair just so they can look like a Caucasian woman while pretending like they can't stand Caucasian women, that we look better than Caucasian women and all this stuff. Any woman, any group of women that have this flowing through their culture, it has been destroyed. The very fact that they wear this weave like their life depend on it. The very fact that they'll put tattoos on their neck, on their fingers and everything. This is something wrong, because girls by their nature wants to be cute. They don't want all that kind of stuff on their body. It's not in them. When I was coming up, a girl didn't even want a scar on her body. Didn't want a blemish on her skin. They would have never put these cheesy tattoos all over their bodies, bruh. This is a sign that they have been reduced to their lowest denominator. Okay, do we need to kick them? Do I need to join red pill and sit around and talk about them all day? Nah, bro, that's not the answer. The answer is to rebuild, because whether you like it or not, we are still dying off. What is something like 40% of black men right now above the age of 40 don't have children? They're killing us. And y'all sitting back blaming the condition of the woman as if those women are the only women on the planet. So you're lying to yourself. The truth is, you dudes have flaws also that y'all don't want to overcome. You're insecure, you're not confident about yourself, you think that no other woman wants you, so you don't know what to do but sit back angry and bitter and gravitate towards content that talk bad about the women that have already been beaten down to the lowest denominator. They're on the ground already. There is no need to kick them. There's no need to kick them. They are down already. What you gotta do is start protecting yourself and start safeguarding your own. Y'all sitting around in this place of anger and bitterness as if these are the only women on the planet. Y'all need to do something, bro. Because if we don't do better, what's going to happen? First of all, we're going to go, well, the black Americans are going to go extinct. We are going to go extinct because every other black people having kids. It's just us. We are heading for extinction. Again, I did the video talking about the self-destruction already. We are headed for self-destruction, and it's not because of gun violence. It's not because of gang violence. It's not because of Pookie and Ray Ray. We are headed for self-destruction because of us. We have let these devils divide and conquer us through our woman. The Holy Quran says that Iblis, the devil, Shaitan, is going to come at us through our straight path to get us. I did a video on that already that's unreleased. It's going to release after this one here. But I did it from a different perspective. But let's look at another straight path in this one. What's more of a straight path than your woman? What's more of a straight path than your mother? What's more of a straight path than your daughter? If Shaitan can get to them, he has basically destroyed all of us. So as men, as alphas, your job and duty is to rise up above that. Rise above your emotions. Rise above your feelings and get out here and restructure our so-called community. Rebuild it. And if you can't reconfigure the women that's there, you bring in new women. And I still haven't said they had to be white. I just said replace them. If you heard white, that's on you. Because I still ain't said nothing about bringing in white girls. If that's what you've been hearing, that says something about you. Because them words have not come out of my mouth. But I am telling you, replace them. If you can't reconfigure them, replace them. Because sitting around talking about them, kicking them while they're down, look at them, that's not an answer. And it's not doing us any good. It's not an answer, and it's not doing us as a group any good. This is about men. See, that's what y'all don't understand. I am not here to attack women. I'm here to build men. Like the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. I'm your boy, Brother Kush, aka the Black Elf, Masalam.